At a SONY Xperia L1. I think the principle behind it is to replace the E5, but we'll see how that goes. I mean the whole Xperia E series. Oops, the charger has fallen out. It's not a quick charger and the phone does not support quick charge. Let's see what's the power output. Alright, however, it does support Type-C. Yeah, we've got the startup guide. It does support Type-C, which I will show you in a second. So it's good to know that Sony is getting on the Type-C bandwagon. Depending on the market, you might get the MH750 headphones in the box, but here in UK you only get a charger, a lead and a phone. This is a demo handset, but I've reached Sony to find out about the retail box, and I don't think, at least 302, you'll get any headphones. Yeah, so quite a hefty phone. Obviously a 5.5-inch display. Yeah, like I said, Type-C, one mono speaker. I know I made mistakes before about stereo speakers on the XA1, for example. So yeah, one mono speaker, one headphone jack on top, one 13 megapixel camera on the back, one SIM tray, one memory card slot. However, there are dual SIM equivalents of the handset for different markets. Yeah, let's remove that. So yeah, an LED flash, I believe 5 megapixel camera on the front. Yep, exactly. f-stop 2.2, and the same on the back, so 13 megapixels, f-stop 2.2. You also get a 3x clear image zoom, so that's quite clever. It kind of works like PureView from Nokia, the good old Nokia. Obviously not the same way, but you kind of zoom in and it adds pixels to pixels. It's not simple cropping the picture, it just adds pixels together, and the picture looks really good, as opposed to just cropping it. Yeah, let's wait for it to load. Well, actually, let's speed up the process. So, hello. Yep. We don't need that. Nope. Oh, really? Okay. So standard Sony user interface as on any handset from an XZ Premium to L1 E5. Okay, let's change that flickering a bit. Yeah, thank you. So the phone comes with Android 7.0 pre-installed. It will get an update to 7.1.1. Not sure about the Android O, but I presume, yeah. So like I said, 5.5-inch 720p display. To be honest, I really like the color saturation. It kind of looks really nice, even nicer than on my XZ I used to have. It's not on par with like XZ Premium or anything like that, 1080p displays, but I do really like the color gamut. Yeah, you can change the display size and the font size and everything. You could probably see before that the phone comes with 16 gig of internal memory. However, that internal memory is expandable with memory cards, micro SD up to 256 gigs. Smart backlight control like on any Sony. There is no Xperia answering machine. As asked before, you can screencast. If you'd like to, you can't do screen mirroring, but you can do screencasting. You've got a clear audio, plus you don't get the SEEHX, the upscaling bit, but at least you get a clear audio, so it's like kind of tries to find a perfect balance for your music when you're listening to something, or your movies. And Xperia Actions, one of my favorite bits. So you can set it up. So for example, if you go to Good Night, which I'll actually, yeah, Focus Actions. So for example, Focus Actions, so you set it up like, let's say, do not disturb, but you can also set it up so that it turns into airplane mode, or it won't allow any notifications to come through between, let's say, 9 and 11 in the morning, or you can set specific applications to give you notifications at that time. So I have to admit, I really like Xperia Actions. It's a bit of a shame that there's only 3 actions, so one for night, one for focusing, and one for when you're abroad. But yeah, it is what it is. Okay, 13 megapixel camera. Obviously we want to know where the pictures were taken, geotagging. Manual mode, again, you quite a clever trick from Sony. You can change a lot of settings. In here you've got the HDR, you've got the ISO from 100 up to 3200. You've got the object tracking, which like puts a yellow rectangle box over a object that's moving, and it's trying to take a blur-free picture. Quite clever that. Works well in well-lit environments. So like I said, focus, you can manually focus, you can change the shutter speed, light equivalent, and obviously white balance as well. So intelligent auto, not a lot there. You can record videos in full HD, but only 30 frames per second, so like HTC U11. Well done, HTC. Yeah, rule of thirds, grid lines. There is obviously no 4K recording. Music, box standards, music player. I mean, in my opinion, it's still good, because, for example, on certain Samsungs you don't even get a music player, so it's always a nice addition to have standard features pre-installed on the phone. I'll play some trailers at the end of the video, so you'll hear the speaker quality. Yeah, we've been here before. And yeah, I'm gonna do a small comparison size to the XA1. I don't have an E5 unfortunately at the minute, so I know it's a dummy handset, but at least I wanted to show you the size of the, obviously it's a 5-inch phone, the XA1, but it's still 720p screen, so and obviously you get a better camera on the XA1, 23 megapixel and so on, but just wanted to show you the size difference between two phones. Okay, and now let's run some benchmarks. So it's not a Snapdragon, it's a MediaTek quad-core 64-bit processor in here. It's called MT67370. Wow. And let's see what are the results, and the results are in. Okay, so single core 667, multi-core 1883. And now let's run Antutu 3D, so not the strongest GPU. Now, bear in mind also, I didn't mention that before, the battery is 2620 milliampere hours, so 2620, and you also get the Qnovo adaptive charging, which means that the phone, let's say you charge your phone overnight each time, it will try and guesstimate, I'm saying guesstimate, so guess, when you're going to charge your phone. It will charge it up to 90%, and then it will stop charging, and it will charge the remaining 10% like an hour or half an hour before you wake up, so it preserves the battery life. And what Sony claims is that after 2 years of usage, your battery will still hold the same amount of time as it used to hold when it was brand new. So as you can see, the processor and the GPU is struggling a bit in here, but bear in mind that even the XZ Premium and U11 got around like 30 frames per second here.